whatsoever. Okay.
Switch it on, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Jazz hands.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you come in there. My name is, I just said twice. My name is Arian and I am AFOSS Brightly and I do all kinds of electronic music. I make beats and I record myself in my bedroom a lot of the time. I'm hoping to upgrade to maybe even working in a studio sometime soon, but we'll see, one thing at a time, eh?
The universe whispers, and sometimes the universe screams. Sometimes the universe picks me up, and sometimes it shatters my dreams. Sometimes my dreams are memories to whisper, and sometimes reality, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they fall at the feet of the tower. Sometimes they don't even think of the cost. Holding you was my mistake. I once told you it was too late. The only truth, the only way. Just take my hand, it's nearly day. We take flight when we build our wings. The sun goes down and our smoke rain begins. We do it again and again. Monotony. We're looking ourselves so deep in the eye. We scream when we're born and we dream when we die. We're tumbling like sparks in the dark. Holding you, my mistake. I once told you it was too late. The only truth, the only way. Just take my hand, it's nearly
It's as soon as you're on camera, isn't it? You
I
start questioning everything you say. You're like, I'm testifying. So I've always been a musical person. I was handed a lot of instruments as a child. I first started to learn the recorder and I moved on to singing at about the age of 12. I started busking around 14, started playing in bands around 16, 17, playing pubs and open mic nights and stuff, completely legally of course. I went to college, did music production, decided that performance was more my thing, came to Newcastle and I did the folk degree there, and after that I've just been pottering about in Newcastle, playing with all sorts of people in all kinds of bands and projects. It's a very intimate scene. Everyone knows everyone, for better and for worse. No, I'm joking. I'd say it's always growing. There's some very good local resources, like Narc magazine. You get to hear all about what everyone's up to. I think it's a very, very diverse scene. A lot of musicians in different backgrounds come together in all kinds of unexpected projects. Yeah, no real genre ties, I think that's really cool. Well, I haven't had the chance to get out to the coast and out to places like here as much as I'd like to, but I'm sure that's going to change. I started with a loop pedal. I was busking on the streets in Newcastle just to try and spruce up my sound. I wasn't getting very far, just singing songs on my guitar. But then I found when I was playing live that I wasn't really creating a broad enough sound for myself. I thought that it could do with expanding, so I started playing around with Ableton in my final year of uni. There's a lot of live looping that then needed a lot more equipment, so piece by piece I started investing. I got the Ableton Push just over 18 months ago. Shortly after that I bought the Nectar Pacer, which is like a MIDI programmable like pedal board foot switch kind of doohickey. It's just been a little snowball effect of gear upon gear upon gear, but it's been about a 3-year investment process really. Started off very much inspired by singers in rock bands. Things like the White Stripes were definitely there's something about the big sound in the small setup that I really enjoyed. As I got to my teenage years, I got really interested in singer-songwriters. I take a lot of inspiration from people like John Butler and Ani DeFranco. I also got big into very, like relaxed electronica, things like Emancipator and Bonobo. And I kind of think that at the moment, that's pretty much where I'm compromising. There's too many influences.
What's your favourite food?
Favourite food? I've got really big on noodle soups lately. I lived with someone last year and they introduced me to laxes, which is like a very spicy noodle soup dish. It's absolutely delicious. I'd have to say that for now. Changes a lot though. So AFOSS Brightly was originally instrumental, and I tried to separate my songwriting from this kind of electronica alias. But as lockdown kind of got into full swing first time round, just over 12 months ago, I started trying to combine my songwriting with more electronica influences, and then that evolved into what is effectively now no longer really that folk inspired. I take still certain elements of folk and songwriter elements, but it's become much more of a sonic journey than it was when it started out.
What does music mean to you?
Well, yeah, that is really deep. Where to begin? So for me, I think music acts as a means of communication. I think it's a way to demonstrate personality and individuality. That can be quite circumstantial. There's a lot of machine-made music out there that has to appeal for different reasons, but I think that just like with any other creative practice or artistic practice, ultimately music is a way of us saying who we are in our own unique way. Is that deep enough? Yeah.
Great.